Hi everyone. We are working on slope-intercept form of linear equations today. And it's the form y equals mx plus b. M is a number, b is a number, y and x are your variables that correspond to the x-axis and the y-axis. And m is the slope. And you can remember things like rise over run, or y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, all those things. It's still the slope, and that number actually is the coefficient of x in slope-intercept form. B is the y-intercept. And that is just simply y-intercept. Where does it intercept? Where does it cross the y-axis? Is it here at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or is it down here at -2? Where is it crossing the y-axis? So this is an example here. I got y equals 3/2 times x minus 4. The first thing to start with is the y-intercept. Let's go with b is -4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I know that 0, -4 then is a point on the line. The line passes through that point. And then 3/2, that's the rise over the run. And a rise of 3 units means go up 1, 2, 3 units, because it's positive, and a run of 2, go right 1, 2 units. So it goes through that point here, and I might make a couple of these. Go up 1, 2, 3, run is 2. Let me go up 1, 2, 3 points and go over 2 here, and you can see that this is the line that corresponds to this equation. It has this slope, up 3/2, and it has this y-intercept. It crosses at -4. All right. My next example. We're going to write an equation given the slope and the y-intercept. So y equals mx plus b is our standard form here. If it passes through 0, 4, then 4 is the y-intercept, because 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 4 is a point on here. Let me go a few more. Just connect the equations with the graphs here. And then the slope is 4/3. So I put 4/3x plus 4. So if I go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I have the flexibility to do that, I guess. And then over 1, 2, 3, there's a point. And if I go down 1, 2, 3, 4, and left 1, 2, 3, I'm still on that line. All right. This is the line that this equation describes. So we just really wanted the equation there. I just threw in the graph to illustrate. Now, the next challenge here is, if we have an equation, if we have the slope and the coordinates of 1 point, so this example, we're passing through 2, 3, and we have a slope of 1/2. Here's the step-by-step. First of all, start with y equals mx plus b. Okay? Second step, substitute. Let me just write the slope for m and the x coordinate that we have for x and the y coordinate for y. That's what I'm going to do next. Well, this is the x coordinate, this is the y coordinate, this is m, that's the value there. So the y is 3, the m is 1/2, the x is 2, and then you have your plus b. Now after you've done this, you solve for b. So I got 3 equals 1/2 of 2 is 1. 3 equals 1 plus b. And then I minus 1, and I got 2 is equal to b. So I've solved for b now. And then the last step is when we write our final form, we leave x and y as variables. And put our numbers in for m and b. So y stays as a variable. M, we already had, is 1/2. The number for m goes in. X stays as a variable, and b is 2. The number for b comes out here. All right. If we were to take a quick look at this, remember in your notes there that it passes through 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It passes through this point. It has a slope of 1/2. So if I go over 1 and up 2, over 1 and up 2, I've got another point on the line. And here, I'm sorry. Yeah. No, I'm backwards on that. It's rise, so it goes up 1 and over 2. This is wrong. First mistake of the year. And over 2. And then if I go down 1 and over 2, I'm right here. And if you'll notice, I'm hitting the line at 2. So that does give me the y-intercept, which we solved for. All right. Last one. If we have an equation where we're given 2 points, and we are asked to find the equation of this line, the first thing you're going to want to do is find m using m equals y2, the slope formula that Miss Sally taught you. Okay, so this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. So we're going to, let's just actually keep doing it here. Let's take -4 minus -9 over 2 minus 4. Okay, that's -4 plus 9. That's actually -5. Sorry, that's +5. And that's -2 down here. So the slope, I'm going to leave it as a fraction. Just say it's -5/2. Just bring that negative up here. So m equals -5/2. So we find m. Now we're just going to do it like we did on the other one. We are going to substitute since we found it, -5/2 for m. Now that's not always, whatever m is what we put here. An x coordinate for x and a y coordinate for y. Now I said an x coordinate and a y coordinate, and I did that specifically because we've got a choice. and either one will work. So if I use this first one, okay, we're substituting into y equals mx plus b. All right, so I'm going to use the first one. I'm going to use -9 for the y-coordinate. M is -5/2. X is 4, and then plus b. Make it clear. I could have used 2 -4, 2 here, and -4 here just as easily. But it doesn't matter which one you choose. Now, I did forget to say to solve for b. So that's what I need to do now. Solve for b. So -9 equals, and this is -20 divided by 2, which is -10, plus b. And so I'm solving for b now. I'm just adding 10 to both sides. And that's 1 equals b. Okay? And then we once again leave x and y as variables and put your numbers that you found in for m and b. This is all into y equals mx plus b. Y stays as a variable. M we found up here is -5/2 plus x. Don't forget the x stays as a variable. I forgot. You don't. You're not allowed. And then plus 1. Y equals -5/2 x plus 1 is the equation of the line that passes through those 2 points. Okay, you guys take care. I'll see you in class.